And here we are, the final episode of my Royal Rumble review series. We made it all the way to 2018. Thank you to all my fans who watched every episode. You took time out of your busy days to revisit, to relive nostalgia of some of the best Rumbles and worst Rumbles in history with me. I thank the world for you because you make what I do worth it. So I hope you enjoy the final episode. Without further ado, here's your review of both the 2018 Men and Women's Royal Rumbles.
The 2018 Royal Rumble featured 2 Rumble matches, including the first ever all-women's Royal Rumble. They premiered on January 28th in front of a sold-out crowd of 17,629. The men's Rumble had a runtime of 1 hour and 5 minutes with Michael Cole, Baron Saxton and Jerry the King Lawler on commentary. The women's Rumble, however, had a runtime of 59 minutes and Stephanie McMahon was a guest commentator for the match. Both Greg Hamilton and Maria Menounos were the ring announcers for this evening.
So, going back and looking at my grades for the 2018 Men and Women's, at first I thought to myself, did I rate these a little high? I gave the men an A, which is one of the highest grades you can get on this channel, and the women got a B-. And before I turned on the show, I thought to myself, I don't remember much about these Rumbles, and that doesn't really speak well the grades I gave them. So I kept that in mind as I rewatched both the men and women's Rumbles, and I gotta say, I wouldn't change a damn thing. I thought the men's Rumble was one of the best Rumbles in history. Top to bottom, a fun match. Loved a lot of the moments in there. Loved the return of Rey Mysterio. That was a big shocker. And he was awesome. He wrestled like old school Rey Mysterio. He's still doing it too. And it was cool seeing the Hurricane return. I got a huge laugh out of seeing Hurricane Helms make his return. That was fun. And we also had a couple of NXT guys. Andrade Cien Almas, who was the NXT champion. And of course, Adam Cole, Bebe, making their debuts to a huge ovation from the crowd. I just feel like this Rumble did a lot of good things. Right guy won, really good moments. And I gotta admit, watching this Rumble after a series of bad Rumbles, yeah, it does help. It really does help make it that much better. The final 6 especially was awesome. Having Nakamura eliminate the chosen ones, Cena and Reigns, was perfect. If you're ever gonna put someone over that the fans love, have him eliminate the 2 guys they hate the most, John Cena and Roman Reigns. That's how you do it. I'm gonna keep it at an A. I thought it was a fantastic match, and I think you should go back and check it out. As for the women's, while I like the returns, Lita, Trish, Molly Holly, Kelly, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Beth Phoenix, Jacqueline, etc., can I really say this was a good Rumble match? And I don't know if I can confidently say that was a good match, but I will say I liked it. So I'll give it a B-. It wasn't perfect, was kind of sloppy at points, and I wasn't happy that the Bella Twins were the final 2 eliminated by Asuka. We could have done better with that, but that's just nitpicks at this point. Overall, it was a fun match, gave us a lot of nostalgia moments, and ultimately, it delivered. And that was the ultimate goal. It needed to deliver. This match could not fail. If this match bombed, that would be it. The women's evolution, revolution, whatever you want to call it, would be dead. When they had the ball, they dropped it. And they didn't. They carried it. They gave us a solid Rumble. It wasn't perfect, but I'll take it. Asuka becomes the first ever female to win a Rumble match. And I love the fact that we had 2 Japanese wrestlers win the Rumbles. And unfortunately for Nakamura, it's very sad seeing where he ends up 1 year later on the pre-show of the 2019 Rumble. But that's just my perspective. Let's get a clearer perspective one last time from We Are Pro Wrestling. Let's go to the vote.
the 2018 Men's Royal Rumble match. And yes, I said Men's Royal Rumble match, as 2018 saw for the first time both a men's and a women's Royal Rumble match for the men's side. Like I pointed out before, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, god-awful Royal Rumbles. 2016, really good. 2017, really good. 2018, really good. It was a good stretch of Rumbles after a long stretch of god-awful ones. Finn Balor was the Iron Man at 57 minutes, 38 seconds. Finn Balor, as well as Roman Reigns, eliminated the most wrestlers in this Rumble with 4 each. Probably one of the more shocking moments in terms of eliminations in Rumble history happened in this match. Heath Slater, he made his entrance, got beat down, and Slater hadn't gotten to the ring yet. Each time a new guy came out, he was beat down each time. Sheamus comes out, he helps Slater in the ring, Sheamus gets in the ring, Slater eliminates Sheamus in 2 seconds, which, in terms of Titan time, is tied for the second fastest in Rumble match history. Legit time, it actually might be the fastest, because legit time, Santino was 2.1 seconds, Warlord and Sheamus was 2 seconds each, so we'd be going into milliseconds to determine the fastest elimination. But in terms of canon Titan time, which is what WWE goes by, Sheamus got eliminated in 2 seconds, tied for the second fastest in Royal Rumble match history. And it was a real shocker. It's like Slater kept being beat down, helped in the ring, and then Slater eliminates Sheamus. Great moment there from this Rumble. The Final Four was a clash of the fan favorites versus the perceived company favorites. You had Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura with the fan favorites. You had Roman Reigns, John Cena, the perceived company favorites. It was a great clash there. Balor, Nakamura one side, Reigns, Cena on the other. Cena eliminated Balor, and we all thought, oh shit, this match is going to come down to Cena and Reigns. However, Nakamura eliminated Cena, then Nakamura eliminated Reigns. Shinsuke Nakamura wins the 2018 Men's Royal Rumble match. The 2018 Women's Royal Rumble match. And yes, I said Women's Royal Rumble match because, like I pointed out with the men's, 2018 saw for the first time both a men's and a women's Royal Rumble match. And WWE kept pushing it down our throats like, first time, it's history. We're making history here. And it's like, let history make itself. You don't have to say it's history every time, first ever, whatever. Let history make itself. I digress. However, it was the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match. Now, for the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, I don't really know how to grade this, because I wouldn't say it was a great Royal Rumble, but it wasn't bad either. It was a good Royal Rumble. However, this match was really all about the nostalgia, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Sasha Banks became the first Iron Woman of the Women's Royal Rumble match at 54 minutes, 46 seconds, which, if we count both the men's and the women's Rumbles together, it would put her amongst the top 15 in terms of longevity in a single Royal Rumble match. Michelle McCool made her return here, eliminated the most in this Rumble with 5, and in fact, Michelle McCool eliminated more wrestlers in either the men's or the women's Rumble this year, because if you look at the men's, Balor and Reigns only eliminated 4, Michelle McCool here eliminated 5. So, yeah, that's something, that she eliminated more wrestlers in either Rumble at the 2018 Royal Rumble. But I talked about her making her return here, and like I said, this match was really all about the nostalgia, which big past names are going to show up. And it was nice seeing names like Lita, Trish, Molly, Tori, Kelly, Michelle, Jacqueline. Hell, it was nice even seeing Vicky Guerrero show up for that little bit of time. But, you know, another big name, Beth Phoenix, showed up, and Beth Phoenix entering this match made her the only person to enter both the men's and the women's Rumble match. Unless Karma makes a surprise entrance this year, or R-Truth enters the Women's Royal Rumble because it's R-Truth, I don't think we're going to be seeing this again, where somebody enters both the men and the women Royal Rumble match. Now, the final four of this was Sasha Banks, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, and Asuka, with Asuka winning the 2018 Women's Royal Rumble match. Post-match, as Asuka's about to make her decision, out comes the debuting Ronda Rousey, which began one of the best first years in WWE history. Now, for the first go-around, it was good. I wouldn't say it was great, it wasn't bad, it was a good for a first go-around. However, for this year and going forward, it should be less about nostalgia and more about the active competitors, because combined Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and NXT UK, you have plenty of women now. You can have a surprise entrance every so often, you can have a legend show up every so often, but not all the time.
There are 2 overall grades for the 2018 Royal Rumble. The Men's Royal Rumble receives an A. The Women's Royal Rumble receives a B-.
Thank you all so much for tuning in to this series. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Please, down below in the comments, give me your thoughts on the series. Give me your thoughts on this Rumble, on your favorite moments, favorite Rumbles. Just talk to me about Royal Rumble. And I'll see you guys for my live review of the 2019 Royal Rumble. Your boy, the X-Men, signing off saying, be kind to yourselves and take it easy. Peace.